Is this a training aid or is this just anger or what was this? Definitely concerned that something might pop out of this bag that we don't want to know about. Okay, this is the best watch in the bag ever.
Caddy, they told
Look at the results you gave Skylar.
Skylar was great.
Keeping up, 1, excellent. Locating balls, excellent. Cleaning clubs, excellent. I mean, you're a generous tipper. Can you do one of these at the end of my what's in the bag? All right, we're here with Gabby Golf Girl. We're gonna fire this one up. I have more microphones on than anyone in Hollywood right now.
That's right.
I mean, look at this.
Look at this. I'm like...
This is unbelievable.
Yeah.
We look like we've got animals popping out of our chest. We're like the Harry Higgs of microphones. I like it. Skylar, you did really well. And this is at Kiowa Island, so please, if you're watching Kiowa Island...
I meant to send it to you. I really did, and I'm so bad. I left it in my bag, and it's been there ever since.
Poor Skylar lost his job. You teed off at 1:10, Skylar, and you were fantastic. Gabby Golf Girl is with us. Always fun to be with you.
Thank you for having me on the
great.
channel.
As I'm in the golf ball pocket and just going through all of your stuff,
yes.
we might as well start here.
That's a practice.
Well, that's why I'm asking. What's going on? What's going on? Well, come on, tell me about it.
Why? From the range.
Okay, that's one from the range.
I probably would get a fine, but there's a bunch of them.
There's a bunch of okay, this is the best watch in the bag ever. Talk to me about why you're walking around with practice balls in the range. Let me guess, did Skylar put them in there?
No. Yesterday, I walked out the door. I was supposed to have all of my new boxes of balls. I put them in the car, get out to the course, and I'm like, I left them in the car. The daylight was running so low that I wanted to hit extra shots, so I just grabbed a few balls to the range. I'm gonna return them, I promise, just like I'm gonna return Skylar's. Yeah, that was...
So you do use the TB5X?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
And thoughts on it?
I love the TB5X, and I love even more the Pix TB5X. Sometimes I just play the regular ball if I'm just like going through different phases, but I love the X. You
wear out your wedges quite a lot. We were just talking with the access Gabby has to golf equipment. You definitely need to change your wedges more, but you were saying you tend not to like switching.
Right.
Why is that?
I think that every single time I get new wedges, even if it's the exact same specs and everything, I feel like they're brand new and they feel heavy to me, they feel different. I feel like I can't even hit them. And so even though I burn through wedges so quickly, I get the new set and I just feel so weird over them. Like even though they're the same exact wedges, I guess it's just mental. And I just like them broken in, you know, but I don't know, I need to get them new ones.
Is it the same with grips? Because your grips are very worn too.
I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel the same way.
It's a good player mentality. So you don't like changing stuff too much, which obviously with the mill grind sole, you can get the exact same club.
Yeah.
I noticed the last time we did our fitting, it's good to see that you've embraced the Tour Light from KBS. Yes. Tell me how have you, and by the way, we're talking serious. What are you doing with these? Is this Skylar as well?
No, that's not on Skylar. But originally we had the...
I just remember you were talking about
steel.
light. They were graphites. It might have been steel fiber.
Right, and I went like 2 months playing with them and I was like, you know what? It just felt weird. So I just decided to give even though I was so against it before, I decided to give the steel a try. And as soon as I hit it, I was like, okay, I understand what Trottie's saying. He was trying to push me to get into these and I guess I just didn't believe it, and I was like, focused on the graphite. As soon as I got into steel, I felt amazing.
They're definitely tools, not jewels. I'll notice that, which we like. That's another Harry Higgsism. You've seen me do stuff with him, and I like the fact that he treats his clubs like tools, not jewels. But with all this, are you keeping data and stats on anything?
No, I need to like up my game in that stuff. Like I need to actually.
Okay, I'm noticing some of these have tags on, some of them don't.
Yes, no.
So it's obviously in your mind.
It is. I definitely on all my irons and woods and everything, I have shot scope data on there, and I use it while I'm playing. But I need to just like focus more on going to the range and like actually getting numbers and statistics. That I have a hard time with, you know, because I always want to play. I'm just like, I have to play, and when I do play, I get data, but I'm always thinking about playing.
Data or data?
We have this fight, my dad and I always say both.
Do you? So you like
data.
Where are you, European or American? Like, where are we going here?
Just whatever comes to my head. Like, I have such a hard time pronouncing the word data. Data. Every time we're doing a reel, and I'm sponsored by ShotScope, so I'll do a reel and I'll be like, ShotScope data, ShotScope data, data, and analytics, and I can't get it. It's so bad.
So, when we work together again on golf clubs, which will be in our future at some point, I absolutely need you to get the data.
Data.
You're a good player. bring some data. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, I'll be honest with you, what's going to happen in your future, we're going to get you some fresh wedges for sure, but I'm going to have nothing to go off other than your emotions as a player, telling me, look, these work for me, I like them, because you're always high energy, you're always in a good mood, you'll always hit great golf shots, never a concern. But unless we've got something to measure, then why would I change you out of anything? I'd just give you fresh stuff.
Yeah, I'm going off of like emotion all the time. And
which is always pretty good with you, to be fair.
Yeah.
In the limited time I've spent with you, see how she shrugs her head? Maybe not for a dad who's around all the time, but for me, always pretty good. Yeah. We got the 5-iron in here. Yes. But then where's the rescue clubs here? What's going on? You got stuff kicking around the golf cart or something?
So remember we talked, we were gonna do a hybrid. And last minute we changed it to the 7-wood.
I love 7-woods.
Love it. Favorite club in the bag. It's amazing.
But the gapping is okay?
No, it's definitely a problem.
Big gap, right?
I was just talking to, I think it was Brooke, and we were saying like we had an approach shot over there. And I had 172 yards playing 165. Yeah. This 5-iron goes 160. Yeah. And this goes 180. Okay. So it's a big gap. And now the good thing is in tournaments when I have the adrenaline going and everything, 7-wood, I can like for some reason, because it's my favorite club, just hit like a three-quarter shot and get it to 170. Okay. But I don't think I need to play like that. You know, I think I should just have a club in there.
So, depending on the number of clubs, you, in your future, it's like come and see me is like come and see a clairvoyant. You either have a 9-wood come in, or we get into a little hybrid, basically. Yeah. But the fact that you said you love this so much, sits a little shot. I know you love these shafts. I didn't change these, I didn't want to. Yeah. I know they've been around for a while. Looks like the guys did a good job on the build here. Everything looks like it's matching and nice. You've only got the larger head in the 7-wood, which makes sense. And then you've gone for a 5-wood in the bonded and a 3-wood in the bonded, but only these heads. Why did you not fancy the smaller head?
So I haven't tried them out yet. But this 3-wood, I never have a 3-wood.
Like so then how did you manage there without that?
How did I play without a 3-wood? Don't know.
Okay. But it was working?
It was working, sort of, but everyone was telling me, like I had 215 yards into a par 5 and I couldn't get there with a 5-wood. I could only get 205 and be short. But I need a gap, you know, like I need to close that gap.
And how in love with these 3 wedges, 50, 54, 60 are you?
Great.
So here's what we do. We turn the 3-wood and the 5-wood into a 4-wood, so a HL, which is a Nelly quarter move. Then you go 7 and 9-wood.
That sounds amazing. Actually, you've solved my dilemma.
We haven't even hit a ball in the air yet, and we solved your dilemma.
That's perfect.
You got any other problems you need me to fix? So I think if we give you that weaker lofted HL, then you can use it for both options. Like I'm saying, you can still hit a knuckle one like Nelly does when needed off the tee. Right. You'll get a bit of height out of it. It'll be quite easy. That's the route I would go. You build it at 3-wood spec, so it gives you a bit of yardage. 5-wood, add the 7-wood, bingo bongo. Then we've got to just look at this QI35. I don't think I've ever got bingo bongo into a video, have you? We've had holy cow earlier and bingo bongo, so what else I can get in before the end. You go for a slightly different golf shaft in that one than the rest of the set. Any reason for that?
I just like the feel, I think. And I love that this driver is so light. I feel like it's light. Maybe it's not.
Yeah, no, you always like that, right?
My feel is that it's light, and the other QI10 was, I guess, heavier, maybe, and also with the shaft, it was like a weird combination. Yeah. This is amazing.
And it doesn't look like much loft on there, but for you, the way you deliver it, I'm sure that could work. Yeah. This is a QI35 in the core model. You've got the heavy weight at the back, so it gives you the launch. Yeah. Have you hit it much?
No, just 4 shots.
Were they 4 good ones?
3.5 good ones, yes.
3.5, we're off to a good start. That's a good hit rate. And then finally, the flat stick. Is this a training aid, or is this just anger, or what was this? I mean, Tiger puts dowling at the end of his shaft. Gabby's got just stuff stuck out the back of it.
A thing. I don't know what. No.
What is it?
It's this end, and I just have to replace it with the other putter. Okay. So I just got that new putter. Okay. And I have my other putter in my other bag, and it has the end. It has the attachment. Okay. I've just been too lazy to put it back in.
So you just put the end in and snapped it off?
I guess I broke one.
How's that putter going for you?
Great. I love it.
And that's the TP Reserve?
Yeah, we got fitted into, in January, I got fitted into Spider, but I just found, like, I know that my stroke is supposed to be with the mallet putter, but personally, I get over the mallet and I'm starting to, like, I was starting to miss little putts, and it just visually wasn't working for me. So I just went back to the blade, and I like this one because it's not as, like, small as every other blade. It kind of has some sort of dimension. And I love the weight in this.
Justin Rose won his US Open with a putter very similar to that.
Yeah.
Tailor-made.
Great.
With the weights out the side that gives you some stability, but for anyone who's halfway between a mallet and blade, I might be thinking a little bit how Gabby's thinking that she feels she should be in a mallet, but wants the blade, then this TP Reserve's a good way to go.
Yeah, I think just feel, and putting's a lot of feel. So even though I was fit into a mallet, this putter is perfect for me.
Are there any things, trinkets in this golf bag that would be of interest of anyone for a what's in the bag?
Let's see, I'm not 100% sure, I gotta make sure.
You're going through it like with caution, like I feel like you're gonna pull out a rabbit or something.
I'm a little scared.
She's definitely concerned that something might pop out of this bag that we don't want to know about.
No, I'm just,
we did a what's in the bag with Tiger Woods earlier, and we dropped some Trottie Golf tees in his bag just to throw him off.
That's so cool.
He'll definitely appreciate that. That's what we got here then, look at this, you big gambler.
I don't even know where these came from.
I mean, you're never going to struggle marking a golf ball with all this.
No, this is the thing. I'm just seeing this for the first time. I've never been in this pocket before.
Poor Skylar's gone for a shoulder replacement from carrying this with the amount of ball markers in there.
I've never used the ball marker in my life. Can you attest? I do not use ball markers, and there's at least 20 in here. I've never used one before. I mean,
so what do you do? Just leave your ball on the floor?
No, I just put a tee. This is my #1 pocket.
That was the pocket you told me to stay out of. So Gabby, always fun to be with you, but you are a genuine, serious golfer as well. You can apply that if you want. We'll have a little break while Gabby applies that. Is there any advice you would give to people? Because you're a legit golfer. You make great content, you do fantastic stuff, but serious advice now, people watching this, what would you give them for fitting?
Oh, for fitting? I would say...
What did you think I was going to say?
Well, no, you're good at advice like that. My advice would be, and Trottie knows this, I just stay in everything that I'm comfortable with. Like just everything that I'm comfortable with.
Yeah, you're in there.
Don't fix it.
Okay.
And that is what I do with most of my clubs. Even if, I mean, look at these wedges. I don't think I've changed them in a year, and I need, like, really I need new wedges like every 4 months because of how much I use them, but it works and I don't feel like I need to change it.
But do you think you're in that place because you took the time to go through the fitting process? Because people that will look back and see your fitting, you didn't want to change and you have changed.
I have.
So do you think if you get in the right equipment, that's the scenario, you're in a good bag of golf clubs here?
Right.
So just keep that in mind. A lot of people need to look at that video, go through the fitting process.
Right.
I can't even remember if it was my channel or yours. We'll find it.
Yes, it was
and we'll
on
put
mine.
it in the link.
On mine, and it was.
There you go. But it was a good day.
Yeah.
It was a good fitting.
It was great, and even though I wasn't ready to make the jump, even like the steel shaft is a great example. I was not ready, and I didn't believe Trottie. It was terrible. But then,
shock. There's only one other person on this planet that's done that.
No.
Behind the camera. Unbelievable. 2 people that are in the company with me that don't believe me, and now they both are doing what I said.
And the people that we were with, my grandpa, my dad, that day, they were like, Trottie knows what he's talking about. I know he does. You know nothing. I'm like, I know, but comfort-wise.
You're the player, though. I get it.
And then 2 months later, I was like, I need to be in the steel shaft.
We all get there in the end.
Yeah.
Just tell my wife. She listens in the end. All right, final question, because I've missed it and I want to come back to it.
Yeah.
2 different grips, but your hands are what's on the golf club. What's going on?
There's not much thought process into that, honestly.
Okay. Probably the most important part of the golf club. There's not much thought process into that.
I love these grips on my woods.
They tacky enough?
Yeah, I love that they're kind of gel. And in fact, I was telling my dad that I'm going to change to all the clubs in my bag like this.
Honestly, that thing feels amazing how things feel different to different people.
Yes.
But I like it. That is the chaos of Gabby Golf Girl's golf clubs. I'm happy to say that we're going to sort out a 9-wood for you and a high launch 3-wood. We should be able to get on the truck and get that done.
Yeah.
Other than that, chaotic, pretty good. All the links to where you can find Gabby are down in the description. Her channel is the absolute bomb. I enjoy following it.
Thank you.
Always great to have you.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys.